Welcome back to Garth's Graveyard Garage and part 2 of Sir Rex-a-Lot. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Here with the beaker, him, and the little kids. They're over there playing. A lot to go over with this thing. I've been doing a lot of analyzing, I guess you could say. Today we're going to clean out the interior, get the dust storm out of it, and create another one. What are you doing? One thing I noticed the other day, which kind of scared me and almost made me just immediately put this thing up for sale. I got down here, I was on the phone with Iceman and I was talking about things, and I noticed that this wheel, this axle, side of the axle, is about 8 inches back from that one. So immediately I thought we had some severe frame damage. So I was discouraged and about to just sell this thing, but then I was like, let me take a closer look. What actually happened, this thing has on top of the 8-inch lift, it's got a 2-inch leveling kit. Well, what it did was it broke it here and it broke it in the back. It actually popped off the frame and jumped up over the exhaust. So the rear of the leaf springs right now are actually sitting on the exhaust pipe. That's what's holding this thing up. And so, easy fix. So I ordered a new leveling kit to fix that. Ordered a new fuel tank. What else did I order? Oh, new steering box, the gearbox. Got lucky. I went on Rock Auto and there was a wholesale closeout and they had them on there for like, I think it was 75 bucks. Done. So what we're going to start on in this video, this will be about a week-long video. We're not going to start tearing this apart yet because one thing I've got to get, all I have is a plasma cutter. I don't have a torch bottle set. So Iceman's going to get his bottles filled, bring them here so we can actually start torching all this out of the way. Now we got to get up under there. I noticed the fan shroud is busted, probably from this squeezing. And then we got to start getting all of this off of here so we can take the parts off of this one, because the front clip on that one is perfect, minus the hood. We might find another hood because that hood he cut open to have a air port in the side of it and it just looks goofy. So yeah. We're going to assign him the part he's going to like, getting the amps and subs out of this thing. And she don't want to mess with the dust. So I'm going to hop in there with an air hose and start blowing dust. And we're going to see what blows out the other side of the truck. So that's where we're going to start. And then we're going to start vacuuming and cleaning and getting all that out of there. But I guess first things first, let's get everything out of this truck and distinguish what's trash and what's keep. So let's start with that first. All right, let's see what we got to do here. At least the step still works on this side. Does the seat still move? If it's obvious trash, just throw it in the trash can behind you. If it's like that butane torch and stuff like that, we'll keep. Any of these bull rings. Listerines. That's definitely trash.
I thought we were going to give it to Iceman.
I tried. Animal disposal. That's sad. Converse, Texas. Huh. That's right down the road.
Maybe it was.
And I don't know what all. Oh, look at all the. There's all kinds of tags in here. What are all these? Let's take a look.
Ah! Private.
Blue bonnet, animal disposal. These are just, it's all animal disposal stuff. There's a giant box of them. Oh, don't damage the subs. Don't damage the subs. Those should clean up pretty good. Oh, that's a ported box too.
It is.
He took out all the trim and everything so he could squeeze these subs back here.
Holy crap. Hey, terminals.
He's got some bearings too.
Those are new?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what size they are. I'd have to run the numbers on them. Okay. Well, let's...
It's a 31447.
Is this box mounted or anything? Or is it just sitting here? Nope, just sitting. All right, good.
Carpet's torn right here. Or cut.
No, it's a seam. It just needs to be re-glued. It's a good... Oh, yeah.
They're good.
Those are good subs.
Dad, watch out for Stuart Little.
What? Oh, there was a mouse in here. Great. It's probably still in the speaker box.
Grease.
Is it sealed?
Brand new. There's 3 of them in there.
Keep it. Anything that we could possibly use, keep. These terminals are trash. We're not keeping these. Those are junk. Yeah, all the... Oh, is it any good? If there's still stuff in them, save them because we're getting bit right now. Oh, yeah, nice wiring job. Yeah, be careful with the power wires. I don't know if they're actually still hooked up or not.
Hit my shit.
Okay, we're gonna work on getting that sub box out of here. I don't know what PC, that looks... I don't know. Is it Ford or Chevy? It looks like Ford. Interesting. Well, we know the computer's in here because I found the tuner runs into it. God, there's a lot of room behind these seats. All right, Ford, I'm going to give you credit on that one. You lay it down, tilt it out.
This is going to be interesting.
They got it in. It's got to go out.
You're going to lift that edge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a heavy box.
Yeah, it is.
It's clean back here. Minus poop. Ow, those are sharp.
That's what Iceman said.
Get it?
Move it. That way.
You got to move it, move it. Okay, it's out.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. Thanks, Dad. The song's now playing in my head.
Jesus Christ.
It still has an amp mounted on it. Ooh. Ah. I don't know what I just touched. Look like dried poop. Ah.
Yes.
I take back what I said about Ford. It was the guy that owned this truck. He made brackets to move the seat up that far. I swear this is Iceman's soul brother.
Yeah,
Because this is some Iceman work right here.
Seat's a little bouncy.
Yeah, it wouldn't have come out, but it rocks. They made a rocking chair. Okay, so we're gonna have to detach this and put everything back, and hopefully the bolts are missing. Wait, yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to probably see if the seat bolts are in here somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Great.
That's funny.
Whoa.
Honeybee.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, not a red wasp this time.
No, that was yesterday. Apparently these weren't real tight either. I feel sorry for whoever was riding back here.
What child?
This one, man. I get all the mouse poop.
You're all right. Go play.
At least it doesn't smell.
Was running around, he got crazy, and then he knocked.
That's a good thing. It smells like dust and sweat. That's what it smells like.
You're
Like
all right,
typical
Bubby.
crew truck. We're gonna go ahead and take the seat out so we can clean everything and get these brackets off of it. Is that is that washer attached? No. Here, let's just go down and I'll pivot it. Hold on. It's nasty TP with a dookie stain on it. Rust.
And mold.
There you go.
Okay, you don't play in there. Okay.
All right. That's from a, looks like a water heater.
Okay, y'all go play.
I don't know that brand. Trash. You wanted a water cup, there you go.
I'm good.
Okay, next step. Now that all the trash is out, we're going to blow the dust and mouse dookie out. So you might want to go the other side and stay out of the way.
I'm definitely staying out of the way.
All right, here's the front where all the dust is.
Don't sneeze, don't sneeze. What'd you find?
I don't know.
Oh, it holds a phone.
Is that what it is?
It has a little thing that goes on the end of it.
Like a pop socket thing?
Kinda. It's like a phone or a GPS.
Well. Let's get this mat out of here.
Huh?
I'll grab this. Here, hold on. Grab. The carpet's nice under the floor mat. This microphone is making me angry.
Sorry for the shaky camera, trying to avoid the dust.
All right. Did you notice airbag deleted? It's actually back together. Oh, there's still Copenhagen in this? Oh, that's a brand new can of Copenhagen.
Coming out of the hood.
What is that?
What?
Is that attached?
Here, we took one of the balls for the
It's stuck.
ball holder.
Baby.
Wow.
Here.
There's some.
You got the camera dirty.
There's some Copenhagen.
Oh, it's a baby shower.
Oh. Oh, this has an address on it. Disabled vet. It's got a name too.
This one does too.
Maybe that'll help us figure out what happened to this truck.
No,
They said
that's not who owns the truck before, because I got the name of the person that owned it before. I just lost that pin to
Was
get it
a
out
nice
whenever.
pen?
No, it just went down in there where I can't get it. So when we change the windshield, we'll get it out.
Okay.
All right, it's getting there. Ugh.
My turn.
Okay, we got all of that out. I wiped down this door just to get an idea. Already looks a lot better. And now, Beaker's all excited because I broke down and bought a brand new vacuum with all the accessories and a very long hose. And it's funny how excited she got about a new vacuum. And that sucker's with 6.5 horsepower. So it's gonna be good. And we don't run into the problem that we normally do with leaves stopping it up. So let's test this big old Craftsman monster out. That's not that loud at all. Oh, I hear it working.
Get all that shattered glass out of here.
I don't know what that's from unless they changed out a back window or something. That's a lot nicer when you got the right tools. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot better than what we were using. Actually, I think all the vacuums I was using before were all different freebies we found in vehicles and in motorhomes and stuff. I wish we could find these front seat bolts. All right, we'll tune back in on her on the front side because that's going to be a lot more satisfying. A bunch of stains, but definitely going to give 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up on that vacuum. What do you think? You like it?
Husband tried to steal it from me.
Oh, wow, it's just pulling it right out of those seats.
Yeah, all of this is like mold and embedded in, so we'll need to agitate it with the drill brush.
Yeah, we'll do that. We can use a steamer too.
We're gonna need full suction for that.
Oh yeah, by the way, the faceplate on the radio that y'all saw in the last video that was on the floor, it actually reattached. I need to see if it still works, but it reattached itself. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like it. Mm-hmm. Satisfying. It's gonna be real satisfying wiping down this dash.
It's gonna be a muddy mess.
Yeah.
They definitely had a partner as a dog.
Well, actually, maybe they were cremating them in the truck. It's a tight fit since I can't open the door. Cleaned up those subs. Rockford Fosgate Punch Series 3s. Pretty nice. Yeah, get all the spider webs out of them. Or we just crank it up and blow them out. I think for this mud, we're going to use the Gnarly Chemical Guy stuff. Ugh.
Yummy.
Radio's not even put in right.
You want to get that rear view too?
Yeah, it's not even really attached right. It was on the floor and then I had to put it back up there.
Huh.
Oh, and I looked up the tuner that's on this thing, this Hydra tuner. What was it, $300? $300 tuner that plugs into the computer and you can download tunes and do all kinds of stuff with it. It's pretty cool.
And it has what, like 140?
If you do the right mods, yeah, it can handle up to 140.
You're sounding like Foley over there, Dad.
Whoa.
Holy cow.
Satisfying.
Yeah, you forgot to spray the dash in front of you.
I got it.
The one down there by your legs?
I'm not down there yet. Wow.
Hey, you can see the gears now. Gauges, not gears.
Yeah, no, those are missing.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
So much mold.
Yeah, it's mold, grease, sweat, cooked critters from the crematory.
You look in there.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. That's better.
Oh, that looked gooey. Yeah, before you couldn't get in this truck. Every time you got in here, you came out looking like Pigpen. Getting brushes to get inside there. Oh, whatever is all over up here is sticky.
Probably Mountain Dew.
Yeah, whoever owned this truck definitely liked their Mountain Dew. Except they wasted one.
I mean, you know what happens to sodas when you leave them in a truck in Texas heat.
Pop.
Yeah, pop goes a Dr. Pepper.
That's what the Northerners call it. Pop.
Is that a horn?
Oh, what?
Is that a horn?
Horn? Yes, that's the horn.
It's so dinky.
Because half of them are broken. I'll turn the dome light on, I'll forget.
What is the husband ratcheting over there?
He's trying to take those homemade brackets off.
Get the brackets off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's taking the hot wire off.
Oh, the ground wire.
Yeah.
All right, see what the steering wheel's gonna do. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's probably still circled, but
Yeah, I know. It's right there. It's like a target. Oh wow. God, that is just that. I don't think that's from the accident. I think that's just dirty people. Gross. Bless you.
thanks.
We use the self-tapping screw.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, it works.
Yeah. And it doesn't even want to come off the. Oh, there it goes.
It's pretty.
Oh, God, that is just cake. Almost need a razor blade. Gross. At least you can grab the steering wheel now without sticking to it. Mm-hmm. That's a huge difference.
Hey, do you know the steering wheel was black?
Yeah, we're going to steam this too. Because a lot of this is gunked on here.
Run some vinegar through
Yeah,
my
because
steamer.
I'm using degreaser and it's not coming off.
Hey, Dad. Safety glasses.
Don't even start. I already get it from them.
Oh, I know. I got it from him last time.
Safety glasses, safety glasses. It's not how we do things around here. We like to tempt losing eyeballs and losing limbs, losing kids,
Catching each other on fire.
well, try not to catch each other on fire. I did catch myself on fire. That wasn't on camera. That was an accident. That wasn't me working with power tools. That was me standing too close to a propane heater.
Hey, your hazards are on.
Turn off. Oh, great. There. Like, don't be stuck on.
Screw.
Well, there's one of the screws for the column, or yeah. Let's come back with some Windex.
Oh, you can see that shiny new speaker.
Huh? Yeah, duals. Duals.
Looks so much better.
All right, let's hit the radio. actually a nice, well, I didn't put that back on. Yeah, I think it probably broke the clips. At least it looks complete and stay.
Dad's talking inanimate objects again.
Yeah, that's all I have to talk to around here.
Thanks, Dad.
So that's what I'm used to having around here. I think you're not a mechanic unless you talk to your vehicles and other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever had so many bikes?
That looks so gross.
What?
Bicycles.
Oh, bicyclers are out.
Look around for some snakes.
I didn't hear you.
I said look around for some snakes.
I'm not throwing snakes at bicyclists today.
No, he was in the back of his truck. Neighbor.
Oh. Oh, there's another. What is that?
What do you find
Oh,
now?
that pin has been there a long time. It's melted.
Oh. Oh, were you trying to fill the windshield over here? Is that what all those empty spots are?
The what?
Where you were like doing all that?
I was
were
getting
you
all the
feeling-
stickers off of it.
Oh, okay.
There's an easy tag. Let's go
Yeah.
run up some tolls.
Don't try.
Okay, let's go to the other side.
Okay.
Hi.
I know, we can put the girls in here and just let them play.
That's paint coming off. Oh yeah, just wipe paint off. Repaint the dash. Clean the airbag, the fake one.
Oh yeah. Forgot the airbag was.
The airbag is now in the trash can.
Replace that.
I removed it firefighter style with a knife.
Surprised they didn't both go off.
It didn't hit that sensor on that side. It just it obliterated this sensor. It's buried up in there somewhere.
Well, there's no blood in here, so nobody was in the passenger seat.
Oh, he took the airbag out, so you don't know. It could have been on the airbag.
I didn't study it close enough.
It's gonna be everywhere.
Not necessarily.
No, I bet this was probably painful, but I don't think anybody got
Hurt.
well, unless this is somebody's head.
Yeah.
I don't.
That looks like a decent. See if the radio actually works.
I got to make sure the face is actually attached to it because the face was on the floor. Oh. Oh, you know, we might just pretend we didn't see that. And never use cup holders. Well, this will clean up good. Yeah, we need to get the steamer after a lot of this. Blow all this out of here. God, this is dusty. Yeah, if we keep the truck, we'll probably do a new headliner because it's glued everywhere it was starting to sag and thumbtacked. So, how bad is the glove box? Yeah, didn't see that. Okay, well, this will tune back in when we do whatever we're doing next. All right, it has been a few weeks, so let me catch you up to speed. Yeah. Pulled the fuel tank out. Was going to replace it, but the one they sent me did not match the one I pulled out. Finding the one they pulled out, apparently they don't make it aftermarket. So the only ones I found were used on eBay for $400, $500, $600. So I was like, you know what? This one's made out of plastic. Let's see if we can just fix it. So busted out the heat gun, got Iceman, We got some 2x4s, and voila. We actually were able to shape this tank back to where it needed to be. Now, the fuel sending unit, I'll give you an example. What's wrong with this picture? That's how it would be sitting in the tank. The fuel level is not supposed to be way up there when it's empty. Yeah, so that's how bad the tank was crushed. It shoved this all the way up in there. That also explains, I don't think, yeah, it wasn't on video the last time we filmed the truck. The truck started, it had no acceleration if you saw the last video. Well, it's because it was only running on the residual fuel that was still in the system from the pump up. That was definitely not picking up any fuel. There was a quarter tank of fuel still in this tank. I thought it was empty when I dropped it until it fell on me, and then I found out it was still about a quarter tank full. So, yeah, I started looking up that fuel sending unit, and even on Rock Auto, it's like $700 and something. No, there's not even electronics or anything. It's plastic and metal. I don't know where they come up with these prices. I mean, yeah, it was Motorcraft, so Ford brand. So I just took the Motorcraft number, cross-referenced the part number in Amazon, and came up with this one. Same thing, same plastic, same metal, $114. Yeah, so saved $600 and something. It's the same thing, but that shows you the difference on what it should look like. It should be that long, not that. So we got a new fuel pickup, and we're going to start with that, get that back in there. The pump is working fine. At first, I didn't think it was working. I tested that first before I dropped the tank. Tested it. Actually, the pump it's just very quiet. So that was working. So once we get the new fuel pump into the now uncrushed fuel tank, put some diesel back in it, this thing should run a lot better and actually have acceleration. Another thing I'm going to show you guys, because I think when we were picking this truck up, one of the things we didn't cover, and a lot of people were talking real nasty about how we unloaded this truck off the trailer. One, we weren't sure of the brakes. We don't know this truck. Two, there's a real nice shoebox sitting back here. Another reason we were being very careful. We didn't want to hit that car. That's not mine. The other reason I don't think we got a chance to show you, which I'm going to show you right now. Let me put the key in here. This. There's no steering. We could not direct this. So, yes, we know how to get a trailer or a truck off a trailer. No, we were not trying to be careful with this turd. One, it's a Ford. Two, it's already wrecked. We were trying to protect everything else around here. So, before you go saying something ugly, just understand there's a reason behind any of our madness and why we do things. The next part. Ordered the new leveling kit. Yeah, the kit that was on this truck might not have been a leveling kit. I don't know anything about these Fords. I never work on these things, suspension-wise. So I ordered a 2-inch leveling kit because that's what I just assumed was under there. I was way off. So we're going to be dropping the whole front axle since it's disconnected and putting this monster kit on there. So it's going to be even higher. With that, it'll be at 10 inches. So it'll be a 10-inch lift. We're going to take the rims off of Stay Puft, the other white Ford, put those on here. These tires are still good. I'm gonna put these tires on those rims. I broke down and ordered a tire machine from China. If it does 50 tire changes for me, I've already made my money back. It was cheap, $1,000 free delivery. I'll take it. Balancer, I'm gonna just, till I find a cheap one, I'm just gonna use one of those bubble balancers. It'll work. But, so we gotta do that, and then we gotta start disassembling all the front parts and change out the steering box. So, now you know why we looked like a couple of idiots taking the truck off the trailer. We were just being very cautious. So, okay, enough of that rambling about everything that's going on. Oh, by the way, the reason it's been a few weeks: 1, I needed a break; 2, Riley's birthday; 3, my granddaughter Addie's birthday. Been toying with the boat, and Vivian also had a trip to the hospital one night in an ambulance because she had some fainting spells. So she's going through checkups and stuff right now. So been a lot going on. Family and my sanity come first before any of this YouTube stuff. So that's sorry that it took us so long to get out this next video, but we're back trying to get Rex out of here. Got to get my boat out of the way, and we got to get Millie, the old 61 Falcon, in here because I got to get that transmission out and start attempting to rebuild it because I've never done one. So that'll be fun. But all right, let's get the new fuel pickup assembly in the tank. And dug out all the other pieces. Luckily, that big giant opening, you can just reach down in there. It also gave us easy access to get that 2x4 in there to pop and reshape the tank. And then these are the straps. This is how bad it got smashed. That was a hit, and this is the brunt of where that fuel pickup got smashed. So the fact that we were able to salvage this and save $400 or $500, yes, very happy about it. So okay, let's get it in there. All right, we got that, and I think they, yeah, sent a new gasket. Huge difference. That's petrified. And this one's nice and soft. And that just sits right there. Gotta put the level on. Okay, let's see, and I'm pretty sure it points this way. Yep. Am I missing anything? No? Is that supposed to... I'll make sure I don't break anything. I'm sure there's probably some special tool for these rings, but I just do it the old-fashioned way with a hammer and a big flathead. And get it started. Ah, stay. Okay. Hammer. Flathead. Well, it'd help, I guess, if it was started. Maybe. All right. I'm gonna probably fight with this for a while, so we'll be back. Of course, as soon as I turned the camera off, it went smooth and it's back in. Now I'm gonna bust out the hammer, sit here and slowly work these back into shape in front of the swamp cooler, because it is hot and humid and we've had a lot of rain, so sticky. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll let you guys sit here and watch me sit on the floor like a toddler and beat on these metal straps. Start with the worst. Good God, that is bent. I'd use my vise, but it's not big enough. Need some solid metal below this so I don't chisel up my garage. Or a piece of wood. Got an idea. Headphone warning. This goes on the front part of the tank. This is a shorter strap, and that dent in the gas tank or the fuel tank, we couldn't get it out. So I figure what we'll do, it's the first time I fill this truck all the way up with diesel, I'll get under there and hit the tank with the heat gun, and the weight of the fuel should just push that dent back out, because it's not real bad. It's enough to throw off, remove probably a half a gallon, but won't affect anything else. The main part was the big hit. So, okay, I think that's good enough for that. So I'll wait till the underneath of the truck is a little drier, and then we will start trying to get this tank back in the truck. Get these straps loosely hung back under here. It's always fun doing this by yourself, but at least this tank is plastic and doesn't weigh much. Where's the, oh. Oh, by the way, digging around in the bed, found outside of that DeWalt impact, we also found a DeWalt drill, battery powered, and it still worked. This truck was impounded in 2021, so for the past 3 years, through rain, dirt, and everything else, those DeWalt drills, batteries maintain to charge and still work. Oh, and then for a couple of the people who were giving us crap about buying from the police impound and ruining people's lives, let me give you an example. This truck, I got the history on this truck. It was in an accident in 2021 on Highway 37, heading towards Corpus Christi. The guy driving had no insurance. Owns a construction company. I looked him up. Owns a construction company. No insurance. I have no pity for this guy. So there have been instances in the past where I've bought vehicles where it was somebody down on their luck, couldn't get their car back, and I was nice. I did call them or message them if I tracked them down and asked them if they wanted all their stuff back. And so depends on the situation. When we buy vehicles from the auction, it does say you get kind of a brief history of what happened. This guy, I have no pity for him. No insurance, crashed. I mean, could have killed somebody. So yeah, I have no pity for this guy. He's definitely not getting his stuff back. I realized later, I guess we could have pulled the fuel tank off of Stay Puft to put in here, but we don't know if we're going to need that one yet. Okay. Fun part. Oh, shield. I think it goes on that way. Yeah, okay. Okay. Get one of the straps started. Should make it easier. I don't know if you can see it this angle, but the exhaust is I'll have to see if we can bend it back down or just cut out a section and maybe shorten it or something. And I'm sure he had one of them giant coffee can exhaust tips on the back of this, which we will not be doing because I'm not into that. Yeah, nice and wet. Where's the strap go? Oh, where's it? Come here. Okay. Oh, don't fall off there. water drop right in the eye. Oh, this is wearing me out. Okay, fast forward. It's in. It took way too long. I wasn't gonna film all that. And it wasn't exactly all family friendly either. So I'm gonna put the diesel back in the tank that we salvaged and then do a test on this thing. And about 99% sure it'll actually stay running this time and accelerate. So we'll be back after I do some more boring stuff. Gonna take a trick out of I'm sure it's an Iceman's book. Bendy funnel and baling wire. See if this works. Alright. Okay. Let's see if I kind of have this step rigged, and then of course Iceman's got his duct tape on here. That didn't hold real well once already. Prying this fuel pump a few times. And if that don't work, we'll throw some ether in it to really make it go. Make sure and now that we have a clutch pedal, since we know it's not stuck, that part was scaring me. I was afraid we were going to be doing some major repairs on this thing. Fuel gauge isn't reading right. See. Truck's been sitting too long. Let me grab 2 booster packs and we'll try this again. All right, 2 booster packs. I'm gonna charge these batteries again. I think both of my booster packs are low. Definitely gonna start. That one's reading. Oh, got sparks there. Got lights on this thing? I'm experimenting with a new one, a new jump pack that Top Don sent us. So I'll try that one out for a little while and then I'll report back to you guys down the road. But I just opened it, I haven't charged it or done anything. Alright, give it one more shot. That's better. We might have to ether. Did I take the filter off? No. Let me grab a little ether and then we'll be back. Okay, trying to get as much done as I can before it gets dark out here. I'll spray it on the filter. I guess that works, I don't know. Let's see. Come on. All right, I guess I'm gonna be throwing the jump pack on this thing, or not the jump pack, I'm beat. Let me throw the charger on this thing overnight and try again tomorrow. Good morning. Batteries are fully charged on the truck, so I'm gonna try this again. Oh. There's a weird pump under the hood. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comments. It's on the passenger side fender well. It's got vacuum lines coming off of it. It never stops running. I don't know what it is. I'm not really a diesel guy or a Ford guy. Prime it a few times. Apparently these have a 30-second prime. So, all right, let's try again. That already sounds better. The real test to see if we have an accelerator this time. Oh yeah. This old truck sounds good. That's why I was running so rough. There was no fuel. Ugh. Oh, got something burning. Let me shut this down. I smell electrical burning. We'll figure out what that is. That's not good. We've got a short somewhere. What is that? Why is it burning at the... Oh, we got a diesel leak down here too. I just noticed it's got a little puddle. But why is this thing smoking from the base? That's weird. We must have a wire. Where's this wire go? There's probably a short. This is all crushed up in here, so there's probably a short up in here. That or that solenoid's faulty. But yeah, I need to, looks like it's leaking out of here? Oh, no? Yeah, might be that relief valve, maybe. Okay, well, she's running right, but yeah, I'm gonna address that leak. But, all right. Sweet. Little things we're gonna have to figure out. Okay, I think today we're gonna try and, I don't want to replace that steering box yet, because if the axle's out of whack, I don't want the steering box to be out of whack and we damage the new one. So we'll get that axle reset and under the new brackets before we put the steering box on. Steering box is pretty easy on these. It's like a 20-30 minute job. So, okay, let me I'll take a look up there real quick, see if I can figure out what that leak is, and then we'll, I guess, get started on getting the front axle disconnected from the truck. About to do some sketchy stuff, doo-dah, doo-dah. All right. Being that this truck has such a big lift on it, makes it a little harder to get a floor jack under it, because I'm not one of those big garages that has a lift yet. I'm hoping maybe soon I can get one, because it would make jobs like this a lot easier. So we got the wheels off, got it sitting on jack stands all the way down. Now, I don't have a jack that will reach the frame or any of the lowest parts of this truck to lift the frame away from, to take the weight off the leaf springs. So, sketchy, but we got a chain through the receiver hitch, and this bumper is actually welded to the frame, so I can't just take this bumper off. So we're about to test the welds, but we're just gonna try it with the engine hoist set all the way down to the 2-ton. So 4,000 pounds, hopefully we should be close. Maybe just this part. We're leaving that on the ground, so I'm hoping that's enough. But we're going to try and now lift by that receiver hitch up. I know this is sketchy. I know it's probably not safe. I'm gonna try and steer clear of being under it. Luckily, the whole truck can't hit the ground. I do have that secured. It might give you a little pucker factor if that does fail. It is gonna drop, just enough to scare the ever-living crap out of you, but don't do this at home. So yeah, disclaimer, don't try this. Let us idiots try this stuff, but you got to do what you got to do with what you got, which is what we're doing. So luckily I'm out here in the open, so if something goes wrong, people will see. All right, let's try and lift, because we've got to get the weight off of this so we can disconnect this, because this leaf spring is now up under the truck around the exhaust. So we need to get at least the frame and engine and everything above it off the weight of this so we can disconnect this shackle and, well, that one's not there. Put a new shackle on over there, and the other side will be a little easier because it was undamaged, but the whole axle, because of this, is shifted over. So we've got to get all the weight off of this. So let's give this a shot. This won't be the most sketchy thing I've ever done, but it comes close. Let me do a little reevaluating or evaluating, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we brought the sketch level down a few notches. So back in when we got Loretta, in the bed of the truck, there was a pneumatic hydraulic bottle jack, 20-ton, and I'm like, I wonder if that'll reach. Well, with a little help, I made it reach. So there's an old wheel that I'll never use again. That's from Billy Ray, and I just got it up there on the transmission mount, and the axle is actually now hovering. So we got enough room. I went ahead and popped that bracket off because it kept getting hung up. So I got that hanger off that that leaf spring, and now it's time to get all the other hangers off. So starting on the damaged side first, I need to grab, there's a mixture of nuts and bolts on this truck. Some of them are standard, some of them are metric. So having to bust out both sets. But we're gonna see if we can get this other leaf spring off and see if any of the hardware is still good. The bolt for the eyelet on the leaf spring was actually still okay. So managed to save that. Oh yeah, that one's still good. This, different story. This, I reached up there and pulled it off by hand. It was just sitting about there. So gonna definitely replace this bolt, get all this hardware off. I can take it with me, go over to Ace Hardware, get some grade 8 bolts and replace all those. But yeah, let me get this bracket off. There's only one bolt left that didn't break. That's the only thing holding all of this on there. There was nothing else holding this axle on this side other than that and then the sway bar link. So let me get this off real quick and get this leaf to where it's loose, and then the shock will hold it or it'll break. I don't know. I don't know what it is with the guy that owned this truck, why he spray painted everything he touched red. And he did not do a good job. You can tell he put this lift on himself. He did not do a good job. I'm seeing gaps in the lift on the brackets where he didn't tighten everything up. And there's no way that happened over there from the wreck. That was just a shoddy install. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of correcting on this thing to make this thing stable and safe. Yeah, some people shouldn't try and tackle this stuff. This is more or less the same lift kit that I have on Zombug over here, with a few differences, but more or less it's the same kind of lift. But when I put that on, I made sure, I mean, I'm driving around with my kid in the car. I wanted to make sure it was safe. This guy didn't care, and it's obvious. I mean, you drive around with no insurance, makes you a tool. Can't afford to drive, don't drive. That's the way it goes. Good evening. It has been several hours. Camera kept overheating. On top of that, it took me several hours of fighting, so I just didn't film. It's pretty simple. Remove brackets, put on brackets, but of course I had to use come-alongs, ratchet straps, and everything else to try and bend everything back into place. But it's done. And it's definitely up higher. I think we're close to level. If not, I might have to bring the back up maybe an inch or two. But it's it's definitely taller. I'm gonna guess this is probably about 5 foot 4 inches tall to the top of the hood. But minus the steering stabilizer, which I'll have to order one, the axle is actually sitting straight again, and no frame damage. When I bolted it all back up there, I had to remove you know, steering linkage, which I need to take off anyways to do the gearbox. Stabilizer arm, took off the sway bar links, took all that off, and I was able to just kind of shimmy the heavy axle around. Yeah, that 20-ton pneumatic hydraulic bottle jack, it did the trick. It put that truck right up in the air like butter. So that's where we are. That's all put back together. I need to get one more. I was missing one bolt. I found the other bolts I needed. The guy that put this lift kit on did not put the front 6 bolts in the front of the brackets, the leaf spring hangers, because he welded the bumper on, so he probably just gave up, because there's supposed to be 3 bolts up under here going up into the frame, but you can't get to it because he welded all this junk on here. So when we cut that bumper off of here, we'll correct that. So I need to get those 6 bolts and 1 bolt for the eyelet on the other leaf spring. For right now, there's a bolt through it just so I can set the truck back down. But that's where we are. I'm beat up and worn out, and now the mosquitoes are out. So we'll get back on this tomorrow, and we'll work on changing out that gearbox, figure out where that diesel leak is. Hopefully it's not the actual housing. Hopefully it's a sensor or something on the back of it. So we'll work on that, and then if all goes well and we can get this thing steering. There's a cooler that's busted up here. I'm guessing it's probably, I haven't traced it yet, but it's probably a power steering cooler. Not sure. I've got another one that I can stick up in there. It's about the same size, do the same thing. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. But yeah, I'm beat, so I'm gonna go in. Sun's already down. So yeah, it's late. It shouldn't have taken this long, but this is what happens whenever you're dealing with major damage and trying to put some heavy metal back where it's supposed to be, not mounted to your exhaust pipe. So, okay, we will tune back in tomorrow. Good morning, almost afternoon. Got a late start this morning, but let's see, I think I've got, yeah, get this, well, I can't do that one-handed. Get that steering box in. And it shouldn't be easy. I mean, you got 3 bolts that hold it in, 2 lines, and disconnect the steering shaft. Steering is already disconnected. So let me gather up the tools and the parts, and let's get that part done. And as far as the leak goes, some of you guys were probably already calling it out if you know these Powerstrokes, which I don't. Apparently it's real common for those filter housings to leak on the backside, either at the valve or at the sensor. So I went ahead and jumped ahead, ordered some O-rings to basically reseal that thing, and I got to pick them up in a little while. So by the time we get this done, hopefully, see if that cooler goes to the power steering and replace it and all of that, then we get the fuel leak fixed. Maybe we can test drive this thing. Oh, and then I need to check that glow plug relay, since it was smoking and sparking, which we don't really need glow plugs right now because it's like a 110 degrees heat index or whatever it is out here. But okay, let me gather all that up and let's rip that thing off. All right, let's start with the hydraulic lines, and just in case this thing leaks, I do have a drip pan down below. Well, no leak. I think that one's 9/16. Yep. Not ever really been a diesel guy, but one thing I do love is everything stays so oily all the time. Everything comes off easier. Okay. Yeah, there is no fluid in this thing. Okay, get that out of the way. Get this steering shaft off of here. Of course, that's tight. Let's see which way the steering wheel's sitting right now. Okay. So if this top bolt is on top, that means your steering wheel is straight, which is where we want it. We can't go by the alignment of this because none of it works. It's all broken. Get this off, and then those 3 bolts and that piece of junk should just fall out of there. Okay. That should just slip off there. I can spread it open a little bit more. I tell you what, let's just go ahead and loosen these up. Well, that one's not moving. of there. The steering shaft let go? No. Oh, it's moving now. As long as that stays put up there. Okay, it's off. Alright, let's make sure our Rock Auto package. Got this thing on blowout. Better have a magnet in here. A Dodge Viper. Oh, let's see. Since that one fell off, we'll put it right there. Okay. Returns. I don't know, it's probably can't do a return because it's probably been more than 30 days. But yep, got it on closeout. Should make it any heavier. Don't have my pocket knife on me, but I carry sharp keys. All right, how we looking? I think that looks like it. Yep. Oh, cool. And they sent the O-rings. A lot of times I've gotten these wholesale blowouts on Rock Auto, and they're on wholesale because there's parts missing. I remember what I ordered. I ordered something recently, and oh, the fuel pumps for the white van Foley. Got the fuel pumps on closeout for I think $8 a piece, which the pumps were fine, but all the parts that went to the pump were gone. But luckily, in my array of junk in here, I had the parts we needed. But, all right, let's get this thing out of here. Did I already lose the O-rings? Oh, they're there. Okay. Got the fan blowing. Those things will blow away. Okay. We got our spots. Yep. It looks like, yeah, it's even got the same part number. So we're good. All right. Well, I don't know if I have a puller big enough for this. Let me see what I've got. We might have to try a three-way claw or something. Yeah, let me get you guys set up and let's see what kind of damage we can do. First things first, if we can get this nut off of here. I didn't figure it'd be tight since he obviously upgraded it with that drop for the lift. Yeah, I don't have a puller. We can try. I need to get some gravel down. Maybe. Size of that. Yeah, sure. Reach, maybe. it might work. Or it flies off and pops me. Well, that was butter. Alright, which means let's see, flat spot. That's down. Flat spot should be up. We know that points that way, so we need to do brake cleaner. God, whoever put this. Oh, jeez. Let's see. If we can turn it. That side's down. Well, we want the flat spot up because that's where the bolt goes through. Which bolt? Wait, is that right? The bolt? No, sideways. That goes that way. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you take these things off and everything still works, because then your alignment's already set. So if we turn this thing, flat spot should be sits like that. So we need the flat spot to be here. Yeah. See if we can turn that or not. Let's see. So flat spot should be right there. Ish. Okay, which means this should now point right there. Alright, it's on. We'll point the flat spot right there. That's pointing that way. Alright. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing mounted. It goes on the same way it comes off. I'm not going to bore you guys with sticking it back up there. Unless I run into something. If I run into something, we'll tune back in. If not, we'll tune back in when this thing is back in, and then we figure out if that cooler is for the power steering, and then we fix that issue. All right, it is all back on. Lines hooked up, steering shaft hooked up. Now, let me show you one thing I noticed while I was down here, because this is in fact a power steering cooler, and it broke right there. There's another cooler up here. I don't know what it went to, but it looks like it's been disconnected for a while. I don't know if that was an oil cooler or what they did, but what I noticed, I was going to take this out, the radiator core support is shoved back over here, which is forcing this to be in a bind, and that's also why the shroud is hitting the fan up here, and why it's cracked. So what I think we're going to try and do, see if this works. I've been doing a lot of come along work on this, so I think if we maybe hook here and up to the bumper and we come along this, let's see if we can pull this support back to well, out here where it should be. And then we'll get this cooler out. It also broke the condenser mount for the AC. Everything else, I don't see any damage to the radiator, which is good. Somebody's done some popcorn welding on this thing. I don't know what they did and why. I don't know, unless, yeah, I don't know. there's popcorn weld all over this truck. I'm going to be doing some grinding and fixing. And then at some point we need to get this bumper off of here, because we need to put the right bolts up in here. Those three and the three on the other side were not even installed in this truck. He was driving with just these two bolts and these two bolts, so he only had back support on all the suspension. So, I mean, we know the guy was obviously not too bright, driving around with no insurance, but stuff all over this truck is proving that to be more true. So, okay, let me grab the come along and let's see if we can pull this back out. All right, I've got it hooked here and to the back support back here, because this is pretty heavy steel. So let's see what this does, if I can do this one-handed. There we go. It's coming. Kinks almost out of the hose. I think we got a little bit further to go. What we'll do is we'll bend it past, and then when we release it, it's going to come back a little bit. Hopefully, in theory. Yeah, that's gotten looser. So yeah, it looks like we're still hitting right here. So yeah, we still got a little bind going on. Oh, starting to bend the bracket. We might be right where we need to be. Let's see. Oh, we got a little rubbing still going on. All right, now I had to bend that bracket back. Let's see what happens when we let off now. Yeah, it's returning. Okay. we're still hitting right there. Looks like the shroud's up, or it's in a, I don't know. Might have to pull it more. Yeah, you can see over here, as you go this way, it slowly goes back. So we need to pull more on the main support here. Let me mess around with this and see if I can get it. I don't know if there's nowhere really to put a pry bar on it. There's not much to grab. We already bent that bracket, but I can bend that one back. So yeah, we'll be right back. Took a break on reshaping that support, and part showed up for this fuel, I'm brain dead again, fuel filter housing. So we're gonna get it off here. You got two lines, top and bottom, a sensor, a overflow tube, and 2 bolts in the front, and the whole thing comes out. And you want to make sure your fuel filter cap is already loose, because you got to take it off once you get it on the bench to change the seals down in there. I can't see that one. Hopefully it's the same size. 11/16. Yep. There's a line right here in the way. Wait a minute. Is that the... There it goes. It's gonna take a little while. Oh wait, is that a fitting, or is that? I can't tell. Got it. Stupid drain hose. Oh. More lines on the other side. Now it should come out of here. For anybody who might need to do this, there's part number for part of it, and then these are the Dorman part numbers for the fuel lines that go into it. Okay, everything on this looks to be Torx. Somebody's been in here before. I can't really tell where it was leaking. I'm gonna guess it was the valve. We'll find out real quick how bad this is. Okay, let's just lift off there. Oh. Yeah. pretty dirty. Where's my pick at? That one stayed. Yeah, it looks like leaking there and there. Oh. It's clean in there. That's good. Okay. You're probably not supposed to do this, but good way to find out real fast if you have a cut on your finger. That burns. Alright, take some real fine grit sandpaper. Just clean these surfaces up. Clean this handle up. Okay, so it's going to be the two fat ones. Should be that one. Yeah. And wherever the other one went. I think that's, yeah. All right, grease these up real good. This can only go on one direction. There it is. Now let's pull the sensor out of here. I know one of these is spring loaded and I can't remember which one it is. Alright, it's not this one, it's the inside one. Okay, we got two O-rings here. That one might have been leaking too. Let's see, it's gonna be that one and that one. Okay, should be it for that one. Okay, the next one we need to change is inside. I think that's the last, yeah, that's the last gasket. And it'll come out of there. It's actually not too bad. Okay, let me go dump this in my disposal container and then clean this out. Wait a minute. Somebody took that one. I'm pretty sure that's where the regulator goes. Let me look into this and see if that's even a good idea. I don't know if they did that because of the tune, but that's straight fuel pressure. There's no resistance. So I'll be right back. Okay, your diesel guys are probably flipping out. The spring-loaded fuel pressure regulator is right here. But you know what? This is how you learn. Now I'm not sure if there's supposed to be something right down there under the filter. I see, like, looks like 2 screw holes. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if there's supposed to be something right there. And don't get me lying. Alright, this is the one you gotta make sure spring don't go flying. Yeah, it's already fighting me. That's hurt. Oh, yeah. That's old. Yeah, that's the spring that'll go flying on you. Ugh, nothing like brake cleaner into the wind pointed at you. I think one thing I need to invest in is a parts washer. Okay, last O-ring in the kit, so let's do a quick clean here. Grease. Stay. Okay, does it matter which way this goes? Because I was not paying attention. Apparently not. Okay. Alright, as long as your spring hits that little spot in there, I guess you're good. Go ahead and put these started, that way I don't have to fight with it. Okay, after this, this should be the end of the rebuild. And then just a matter of throwing some new gaskets on the end of the fuel lines. I'm not going to make you guys watch me put it back on. I do need to check I need to see if the guy had the glow plug solenoid on a toggle. There is a toggle switch in the truck. I don't know where it goes to. And I know some guys will put their glow plug controller or their solenoid on a toggle switch so they can control it. So if that's what it is, that might be why that solenoid was sparking and smoking. All right, good to go. Now that that is done, I put this back together. All the leaks should be fixed, and let me get it back in the truck, and then we will prime it a few times and see if the leak is fixed, and then we'll move on to seeing what the deal is with that solenoid or that relay for the glow plugs. All right, it is back on ish. Let's prime this thing a few times, and it's weird grabbing the steering wheel and it actually stay. Yeah, we'll let it prime a couple times and then I might just try to start it and see. Yeah, I don't know what this, I'm gonna flip that toggle switch the other direction this time and see what it does. $367,000 miles. There's a lot of guys that were saying it's too high mileage, get rid of it. Guess y'all don't know much about diesels, because that's nothing. I've got gas engines sitting around here with more miles than that. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, starter solenoid wire again. I've got it rigged right here. So yeah, we'll definitely be fixing that too. I don't mind having the push button, but oh, come on. Okay, I'll be back in just a minute. Let me jack with this wire. Okay. One more cycle. Then we'll try to start it, and then we'll check the valley and see if it's full of diesel again. It drained under the truck pretty much all day yesterday while I was working under there. See any smoke or sparks, and I don't see any leaks. All right, I think we got it. Oh yeah, we got to fix the power steering cooler, so I guess let's work on that now. Well, we have a coolant leak. I topped it off. It didn't take very much to fill it up, but somewhere up there. And then get this, the AC actually blows cold, only through defrost, so we're gonna have to fix the blend door. But I threw a little cooler. I just kind of shoved it up in there for the power steering, hooked it up, shoved it up in there. It's the what I used to use for the transmission cooler for Zombug. It's real small. Now it's got a giant fan controlled one. But let's put some power steering fluid in this thing and see if we have steering. If we do, see if this thing moves. I'm gonna guess he had leaks before, because I've noticed stashed down here under the battery box was some power steering fluid, which hopefully we fixed, and brake fluid. Brake fluid is full. I don't know. Yep, nothing. Unless it's the clutch. Clutch is full. They put these things down where you can't get to them, and you can't see what you're doing. Alright, start this thing up and see what we got. Just in case we get some air bubbles, we don't need that blowing all over the place. Okay, let's fire this thing up. I got some more. We might have a bad pump, I don't know. It's kicking me. Never had that happen before. And then I don't know if something's in a bind or not. Probably won't know until we actually move it. So, okay, let me, I forgot what I was doing next. Oh, let me see if I've got a nut or to fit that bolt that's in the leaf spring. If not, gotta change that out. But I think we're okay to do a short test drive if this thing moves. So let me do a couple things and then we'll be back. All right, let's test this thing out and see if it's gonna go anywhere, because that's the one thing we don't know. Man, that engine runs good. E-brake release works. Ooh, God, you gotta be close in these trucks. All right. See if we can, maybe we can get you mounted here. There you go. Okay. These things have granny. Whoa! Okay, that's reverse. What kind of transmission? Okay, so it does have granny. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4-speed. I guess it's a 4-speed. Okay, brakes are working. You gonna climb in? You can climb in the other side. Don't open it all the way, because it's bent, so just climb in right there. You gotta climb, huh? Okay, huh? We're gonna see if this thing drives. We're moving. I hope it doesn't do anything wrong either. Something clanking in the front. Make sure we're not running hot. Something's definitely not right under here. Oh, I know what it is. We can't go very far at all because of the carrier bearing is slinging around under there. Oh, something in here stinks. Yeah, that drive shaft is. Ooh! Clutch is barely. I've got my foot on the clutch. lose the clutch? No. Alright, let's just get this thing back in the driveway. Yeah, that drive shaft is knocking. Gonna take some getting used to this truck. I don't know what the shift pattern is in this thing. It's not what I thought it was. All right, well, it runs, it drives, but yeah, we got some work to do. Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back. Well, I think that's gonna wrap this one up. It's been a lot of work and we've barely touched the surface because we still gotta rip the whole front end off of this thing. And we gotta figure out what's binding under here. I'll probably end up just replacing all the steering components. Put a new carrier bearing in it definitely, because that's slinging around. Well, there's the power steering cooler, because that's fine. It's truck's high enough, it can just catch more air down there. But yeah, gotta wrap this up. We gotta get back to other projects like the 61 Falcon Millie. Gotta let the mud dry up a little bit, because otherwise I can't get her out. She's sitting in the mud. Let it dry up a little bit, get her in the garage, and then I'm gonna attempt to rebuild that 2-speed Ford-O-Matic transmission on that thing, which I've never done before. So we're gonna see how that goes. Finally got the boat. It's mechanically done. Just waiting on the paperwork so I can get the updated registration, and then take this thing out and do a test drive after I rebuilt the 350 and dropped it in there and did the Edelbrock performance stuff. I had to put a new tack in it for a V8, but did a little upholstery work. I just ripped the vinyl off the old stuff. The wood is what was rotten. And yeah, I rebuilt all the woodwork up in here and up in the front. I'm not worried about upholstery right now. I've had the boat for 3 years. I just want to get it out on the water and try it out. And I know Iceman is itching for some fishing. So yeah, but yeah, be sure to you know, subscribe. We're getting a lot of good views, but not everybody's subscribing. We appreciate the subscribers. That's how we can keep going and how we can keep doing what we're doing. And those of you that did subscribe, we love you. We appreciate it. Yeah, we're finally back at it after our little hiatus, and getting ready to start cracking down and getting stuff done. We still got the mutt dump truck gets over there. I did put a new ignition switch on it, and that's all I've done to that. But all right, I need a shower and a relaxation, so that's what I'm gonna go do, because this heat and humidity is killing me. But please like, subscribe, share, check out the merch store. Here's one of the new shirts. I can't really show you the back of it, but it's in the merch store, and it says break, fix, repeat. It's I like it. But yeah, we will hopefully see you sooner than last time in the next one. So love you.